ng Pilipino, galing ng ating lahi na sa palad mo. Ipagpatuloy mo, galing ng Pilipino, galing mong natatag, ipagyamanin mo. Oh, 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 galing ipagpatuloy mo.
Good morning! Magandang umaga po and welcome to another episode of Tao at Serbisyo, ang galing ng Pilipino. Naku, August 19 pa lang ngayon, so araw ng wika. So medyo mahirap magsalita ng purong Tagalog, so medyo magta-Taglish na lang tayo, ha? Okay, anyway, maybe some of you have not seen this kind of program. A lot has happened since we started this. This online program started during the pandemic, and most of our physical activities only started in full swing last summer 2022. And one of them was the very first food festival, Filipino Food Festival. It was organized by the Philippines Muttersprachliche Gemeinschaft, or PMG, in cooperation with the Philippine Honorary Consulate in Stuttgart and the Philippine Consulate General in Frankfurt. So, ang ating bisita today ay dapat kasama siya in that food festival, but due to logistical restrictions on our side, so we take the fault, our side, she was not able to join, although she was very much willing to. Anyways, our guest is a Batangueña who holds a bachelor's degree in international hospitality management, major in culinary arts and kitchen operations. Her credentials and experiences include cooking for 5-star hotels in the Philippines, Dubai, and Munich. That's for more than 10 years. She also competed and won in various national and international cooking competitions throughout her career. Since coming to Germany in 2017, she has created and registered her own brand of Filipino food products under the company name Kalidad Products UG, or the UGI auf Deutsch, and Kalidad Foods, and is building her commercial kitchen in Dingolfing, Bavaria, where she lives with her husband and triplets. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Chef Sarah Gedinsky. Hello, Sarah. Good morning.
Hi, Ms. Rhoda. Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Well, thank you also for joining us today. So, magmarites muna tayo ng konti, ha? So, let me ask you our usual question. What brought you here in Germany?
Well, I think most of us would say love. No, no. But yeah, my husband and I moved here in 2017. He moved in January. I moved in May. As we know, there's some paperwork that we need to do before we can move as, you know, Filipino citizens.
That's true.
And yeah, we met in Dubai, married in Dubai, and yeah, my husband works for, at the time, Osram. So he was brought here to Germany, and then of course, naturally, I had to come.
Osram, isn't that this lighting company?
Yes, it's the lighting company. He's now in Knauf, but at the time he was working for Osram.
They are the one who make Gibbs, no?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right.
Exactly.
So that my son just had some of their products on his nose. Anyway, so kamusta naman ang mga triplets mo? Are they okay, or how old are they now?
They are 4.5 years old. So yeah, they are masabi natin na nasa kakulitan stage. So yeah, they're good. Unfortunately, because of the weather, they're getting sick a little bit.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I think it's part of growing up. So
that's true.
So yeah.
So how do you call this? Ang energy level mo laging dapat maximum, no? Kasi tatlo yan. Diyos ko, ako nga isa lang nagreklamo na ako.
Yes po. Well,
and all of the same age. Oh my God. Nako.
Yes.
Ikaw na talaga.
Well, I give the credit to my husband as well. I couldn't do it on my own. Obviously,
That's true.
It's a team effort. It's a team effort for sure.
Yes. Well, anyway,
Yes.
before you became a mom, I'm sure you also did like everybody else. You did integration course, and then what happened? Did motherhood come right away, or medyo nagkaroon ka pa ng chance makapag-work bago dumating ang mga bagets mo?
Actually, when I moved here in 2017, I already had my job at Sofitel Munich in
Was
line.
it a lateral transfer?
Yes, it was. It was from
Okay.
Sofitel Dubai. So it was a transfer, and yeah, I had it already in line, but I didn't work right away. I took Deutsch course for intensive a month. Para at least magkaroon naman tayo ng familiarity with the language, how they, speak and stuff like that. So,
well, kailangan naman natin talaga
yeah.
yan, because otherwise we cannot survive with the day-to-day existence
Absolutely.
here.
I completely agree. So yeah, I took a 1 month course, and then worked for Sofitel.
1 month
And then
lang?
after,
Kasi intensive, so every day.
yes, intensive. So I was going to school for like every day, 3 hours a day.
Naloloka ako niyan.
Yeah, it was intensive po talaga siya. As in, mahilo-hilo ako. It's so hard. Especially starting from zero. Yes, especially starting from zero, because my husband is not German, so I've never heard of the German language before.
He's not German nga pala. He is Canadian, right?
Yes, he's Canadian.
Okay.
So
you
English po talaga kami.
So you didn't have to, unlike most of us, like, if you come from the Philippines, you have to take a German language course before you can fly.
No.
So we're coming from Dubai, that's not, of course, a different scenario, no? That is a different scenario. Well,
yes,
anyway.
and yeah.
Sige. And sorry, you wanted to say something else?
No, I think yun po yung sa language is, I think there are 6 countries na kapag ang spouse mo is coming from those countries, you don't have to take a Deutsch course.
Pwede mo lumipat
before you come.
So sabihin natin mamaya sa mga tao yan sa Facebook, ano yung bansa na so doon na lang sila pumunta. Anyway, kamusta naman ang language ngayon?
It's still it's still hard for me, especially after I stopped working, because like yung language kasi napapractice ko siya sa work. And then after I had the kids and on maternity leave, and then COVID happened. So I was in the house, and sa bahay po is we really speak in English because of my husband.
So bilingual din ang mga anak,
kids.
no? So
yes.
Can they speak Tagalog a little bit, or do you talk to them in Tagalog sometimes?
Yes, kapag po I'm alone with them, Tagalog. And then if their dad is there, then I speak English.
Have they responded to you in Tagalog, or have they asked, or?
Naman is Mami naman.
Okay. So
is a common one, and bakit.
Bakit
is one common
word
that they use.
Typical questions for kids, no? Nako, ang anak ko, pagka medyo naiin siya sa akin, there's only one word he uses, Mama makulit. Mama makulit. So he knows that.
I'm sure when they grow up, same.
Yeah. Okay. So, well, anyway, so much for about the family. So you mentioned earlier about Kalidad Foods. So, when did it start, and what was the idea behind it, or what made you decide to start with it?
Yes, Kalidad Foods started off actually, or Kalidad as Kalidad Products UG, and it was established in 2019. Kalidad is obviously the Tagalog for quality, with a K, not a C like the Spanish word. But originally, our company was registered to be an import-export business, but it didn't really take off due to the pandemic. So yeah, and then after we moved to Dingolfing, it really got harder for me to commute to and from work. It's 100 kilometers one way. Yeah, it was. It's more than an hour travel. Yeah.
Oh God,
It was, although it was easy, it was really just so hard. I mean, easy
That's
in the sense that
impossible unless you unless you have a
Yeah.
flexible hour and it's too far, no? Ako nga 35 kilometers lang, I'm complaining na, no? 100 kilometers.
Yeah. And also if it was if it was an office job,
Mhm.
and it would have been easier, or if I didn't have the kids, that I can like go home and just rest. But
Or
you
if you
know,
have the option to do home office, no? Because then
absolutely, but obviously not.
Okay, let me just
So yeah.
share. Let's see if I could share some of the, yes. Can you see it now? Do you see is it being shared, the picture of your products or not yet? Oh, sorry.
Not yet po.
Wait, let me just go back to that. Let me give that, yes, here, let's see. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so what is this? Well, let's try to look at some of your products, and then maybe you can just
Okay.
briefly mention something about it. I know about this because I think this is where my friend Sharon mentioned that you were the one who did this, and I was like really having watery mouth upon seeing it. It reminds me of the ham na, yung kagaya ng ham natin during Christmas sa
Sa
Pilipinas.
Pilipinas.
So,
But this is where it all started, actually. The
okay.
ham. Yes, it's where it all started. I developed this recipe probably like 2 years, no, well, not 2 years, 3 years ago. And I always give it for gifts for my friends or the ninongs and ninangs of the kids during Christmas. And then that Christmas, when I decided to start Kalidad Foods, I was like, you know what, let's see if the people would like my product, and let's see, maybe like only 20 or 30 people, just, you know, maximum. I was dreaming at this time, like, you know, let's see if they would like it. And yeah, it skyrocketed from there. And then I decided to there is a market for this, so let's do it. So
okay, so well, it's August,
this is
next
all
month
started.
is already bear month, so ideas, Loite, huh? That's another possible gift item for Christmas. So let me just move forward. Yan, ayan. So, siomai. This is also another specialty of Kalidad. I tried that one.
It's one of the newer ones. Yes, I think the chicken.
Is this so you'd also do different flavors, no? With garlic
Yes,
oil
I
on top.
also do, yes, the chili garlic.
Garlic oil.
I
will just briefly browse through them. So this is pandesal. Is this pandesal?
Yes.
And
Pandesal, yes.
siopaw, no? So, sorry, I didn't put labels on them anymore, but we will just mention the names. This is fresh lumpia. Are all these products, you're also shipping or selling so delivery, so to say? That, I mean, can these be ordered and then delivered online? Or
there are specific products that are safe to deliver, and then of course there are specific products that I only do per catering. So I cater within 100 kilometers of where I am. So Regensburg, Munich, Passau, and of course like the neighboring towns here. So yeah, so most of them, if they have like parties or something like that, so they ask me to cater their
okay, so well, Loite, people from Munich, so pag the next catering needs come, there is Sarah Gadinsky. So let's we have some more pictures. Tokwat baboy.
Yes,
Tokwat baboy. And the other one is talong, and is
kare-kare po.
Kare-kare.
This is how I serve my kare-kare, because some of especially our non-Filipino customers, they kind of like the idea of like the whole, like when they see it, it's all together. So I thought of how can the people like it at the first look. So
well, of course, the eyes
deconstructed.
The visual is very important, no?
So, absolutely. Especially if you're not used to that food, you know?
Naku, parang kakaalmusal ko lang, parang gusto ko naman ang magtanghalian. So, ayan. So, meron pa tayong mga on the side condiments. So, that's
Yes.
achara, no? Achara is
Yes
made,
po.
for those who do not know, it's made of papaya. Do you use papaya or do you use substitute?
I use kohlrabi po. So yeah, the traditional ingredient is green papaya, but in this case, I also want to utilize what's locally available that wouldn't compromise the flavor. So when I tried the kohlrabi, I said, you know what, this is great. I'm gonna do it as a kohlrabi.
Kohlrabi is actually one of my favorite vegetables because not only you can use it as substitute for papaya, you know, I also use the leaves to make laing
Yes.
or bicol. You know, you notice in the supermarket, some of the Germans, they remove the leaves so that the weight is less. No, you just
Yes.
because when they buy, they sometimes measure weight per kilo. So
Yes.
they remove the leaves so that they could get more. And that's when I get them from Lidl. You know, some people get them for the
Right.
rabbits, but I get them for the rabbits at home. My two boys. No, anyway, yeah, like so. Well, they don't eat that unless I really put chili on it and really a lot of coconut. But yes, the kohlrabi is a good substitute, and it's good to use locally available ingredients without sacrificing the taste and authenticity of it. So, yon, ideas for some people if you still haven't done so. So you also have so you said you cater and you do a shipment. Do you also have German customers?
Yes, I do have German customers. Actually, more on the community here where I am. So my landlord, for my kitchen, for my professional kitchen that I'm building right now. So my landlord loves the siopaws and the chili garlic. Yes, so they order it as a condiment and also for snacks for the kids. They said that their kids love it. They also have twins. The classmates of my kids, always whenever there's parties, nagdadala ako ng lagi Filipino food po yung dala ko. So it's
okay. I did not
or,
show the picture, but I'm sure you also do
lumpia.
lumpiang Shanghai, no? So yes, you just mentioned lumpia, no?
Yes.
It's very popular among the Germans. Parang no matter how many you make, it will never be, and how much you make, it will never be enough.
Always. Diyan talaga tayo,
Diyan tayo sikat sa lumpia.
sikat
At sa
lumpia.
pansit.
Absolutely. Pansit is also one of the and it's so easy to make vegetarian because I also have a lot of vegetarian friends, and that's always the easiest to make vegetarian. It's very tasty and yeah.
So you're operating a registered food business. A few words. Perhaps you could enlighten some of our kababayans who are still having second thoughts about registering their business for one reason or another. Maybe just briefly mention that I don't know, like, is there something to be afraid of, or is there some hurdles to do, or just briefly, what can you say about having a registered business or registering your business?
Yes po, Ms. Roda. Well, to be honest, I truly believe that it is imperative for any business or extra income that you might have, may it be on the side or a big part of your household cash flow. First of all, the fines are not worth it. It's really not. Malaki po talaga ang fine kapag nahuli nila na you're doing some illegal businesses. And also, there are rules in place, and just people should abide by them. I think that's really important. And secondly, the peace of mind that you'll have when you're doing, the right thing is immeasurable. Yung, hindi ka takot na, kinakabahan, na baka mamaya may magtanong or, things like that. Or kahit yung neighbor mo na biglang mainis sa'yo kasi amoy ano lagi, di ba? Isumbong ka bigla
Amoy
sa
mantika lagi.
Amoy mantika lagi yung ano nyo, yung kapaligiran nyo. So yeah, but yeah, and also what I want to emphasize as well as a friendly reminder is, registering your business and paying your taxes are two different things. So even if you are a registered business, make sure you file your taxes properly and declare your income accordingly. Kasi dyan talaga, especially when you are a registered business, kita ka nila, they see you operating, and if mali yung yung pagpasok mo ng taxes mo, or pag-declare mo ng taxes mo, dun ka magkakaproblema. And my main advice is get a steuerberater, maybe a friend or someone that's really in the business,
who understands how it goes.
Yeah, who understands, and just someone to guide you, kasi it's really difficult. My husband and I tried to do it, and it was
I believe you. Just a normal household
difficult.
is already difficult for me. How much more if you have a business?
Absolutely. Yun po.
Okay. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you po.
But for now, let's talk about the Philippine Food and Cultural Fest. Tell us more about it and what can the visitors expect from the event? So,
the Philippine and Culture Festival, yes. So the Philippine Food and Culture Festival is gonna be held in Villa Flora, which I think I see it here on your screen.
Yeah, well, this is not going to be the setup. This is just a picture I got from the internet. That's more or less to give the viewers an idea what it looks like, and yeah.
Yes. Now it's an event location located in Munich, and it will be held on September 10, 2013. And of course,
2023.
2023. Nalito na. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, it's this year, 2023, September 10. It's a Sunday, and it will showcase culture, arts, music, food, fun, and generally gusto ko po talaga i-emphasize ang galing ng Pilipino. So yeah. So I can hear that this is Villa Flora. The setup is not gonna be like that. We are still finalizing our vendors, not vendors, but sponsors lists, so that we can, strategically place them strategically place them for their businesses.
Okay, is this location accessible? How do people get there? Yeah, are there buses, or is it the bus station nearby? How is it?
It's actually very accessible. It's very accessible, Roda. It's in the city center, and I think there are there's a tram station, and there's also a train station that is very close to the location. And for our driving kabayans, there are a lot of parking spots around the vicinity of the location as well.
Okay, so I understand you also have sellers from Baden-Württemberg, no? So mabuti naman at kasali kami dyan. So susugurin ka namin dyan. So sino-sino ba yung mga taga Baden-Württemberg na dadayo sa'yo?
Sina Leslie's Kitchen, or here, Pinoy Taste by Miss Ruth Bentel. I was actually at her opening. I also saw you there.
Yes, no?
Last September. Ano kailan ba yun?
July 22. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Exactly. July 22, I was there. I drove to see it and support Miss Ruth, and of course her offerings are. So I'm very proud to say that she's gonna be at and supporting me there. And then the second one is who is the next vendor? Leslie's Kitchen, of course. The famous lechon of Silao, Leslie Lau Brosao. She's gonna be there to dish up some of the best pork dishes that you'll ever taste in your life. So yeah, she's
Sino pa? Si Wow Baguio.
Yes, Miss Chef Joe
Hi, Chef
of Wow
Joe.
Baguio will be
Yes.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah, hi Chef Joe. Yes, I'm very thrilled about this. I really highly respect Chef Joe as a chef entrepreneur. So I'm very excited to work with her in this. And of course, she will dish out some of the best vegan treats that she has to offer. I love
Halo-halo,
her
no? Among
chocolate.
others.
Yes.
Dadayuhin
Yeah.
talaga
And this
yan.
is yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And
Go
of
ahead, go.
course,
Yeah.
it's okay. Yes, and of course, Kuya Joey
Mm-hmm.
of Pinoy Pride Hot Dog. He will be representing
Mm-hmm.
Den Chef Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
What's his last name? I forgot.
Well,
Chef
anyway, so
Dennis. Of course,
American hot dog
yeah.
is something like we all grew up with, no? So it's also good to be able to
Absolutely.
taste them after being here
Yes, the
for so long in
nostalgia.
Germany. Yes, all the childhood memories with
Absolutely.
marshmallows and all. At ito pa, ito
Oh
hindi
my,
taga
yes.
hindi taga Baden-Württemberg pero sa kapitbahay, sa Hessen.
Yes,
So
kapitbahay. Yeah, si Miss Mercedes Lictawa, and yeah, street foods and kakanins is her
bola
specialties,
bola.
and I'm really excited to do.
So meron
Yes,
pang iba
and
aside from
also
them,
like
no?
kikiap.
Aside
Yes
from
po,
them,
we
dami pa.
yes, we have a total of I think 9
Mhm.
food vendors. 3 of them are aimed to desserts, and the rest is like viandas and main dishes and stuff. I really designed the food to be
Well,
so
as you
that
said, no?
also
Well,
each
as you
one is
said,
featured.
it's not just about food. There's so many others than culture and music. So
Yes.
actually, madami na nga yung selection na yan, no? So, okay.
Yes po.
Well, anyway, how do people get, is there a ticket or how do they get the tickets? I'm posting the event details now. And how do they get the tickets or how do they get to come into the venue?
Yes. Actually, the tickets are on sale right now for sa aming page, sa
Yeah.
aming shop, sa Kalidad. So you can see, yeah, it looks like, and you can purchase your tickets here. But also you can purchase tickets at the door, although it's gonna be limited because of the capacity of the place for fire hazards.
Which is how
Over
many is the total capacity?
the total capacity of the 1,000.
Oh my God.
So, but of course, not all 1,000 will be in the location at the same time. So people
sa
come and
bagay,
go.
no. Okay, so at this
So
time,
we will.
at this point, how many have purchased tickets and how many are we expecting in reality as a real figures, more or less?
Yes, at the moment, I think I checked this morning and we have 526 tickets sold already. And a lot of people are more interested in buying their tickets at the door.
So pwede din yun.
At the moment,
Pwede rin yun.
yes po. Yes po, pwede rin po. But at the moment we are expecting to sell out. But of course, this is going to be dependent on whether, or of course, people get sick sometimes like that. But yeah, we are hoping to sell out, and I think with the time that we have, like 4 weeks, I think we will sell out. And
I think it's also important to
hopeful
say
for
that the venue is covered, so if ever the rain comes, it's
Yes.
safe. Anything else? Like
Yes.
I saw earlier photo of the band. Would there be music, like you said? No, this is a Filipino band.
Yes. Actually, it's a local show band. Their band members are German, but the lead singer is Filipina.
Well, not surprised.
Yes.
Talent natin yan talaga ang pagkanta.
Yes, she's also a good friend of mine. So they live around the area, and yeah, I'm sure we will have fun with, and also we have some guests that were and also we have a mini exhibit. There's also things a little bit that non-Filipinos will know about us, because this my goal is to show the Galing ng Pilipino to people that don't know us. I think it's time for non-Filipinos to know who we are. We already know that our food is good, and our work ethic is second to none. and our the quality of our work is good. So all we have to do is show it to them, what we are capable of. So yeah, that's one of the main goals of this event. So it's not just about food. It's not just the typical food festival that we are used to. I really want to put our foot forward and put ourselves in line with the other Asian communities, that if you say Asian food, Filipino is there. It's not just Thailand or Vietnam and stuff like that, which it's also very good.
It's not just the connotation of Asian has always been some other countries, but not exactly Philippines. Well, anyway, Sarah, thank you so much for putting up this event, and I wish you luck and success on this one. So if it works well, maybe you will see you in some other locations like Stuttgart or wherever.
Yes, actually that is our goal. If this becomes successful, that we will extend beyond Bavaria, and if ever there's other organizations that we can partner with, that they want to bring the concept to their area, that's the next steps that we want to take as well. Because I think everyone deserves to know who the Filipinos are, and I think it's time for us to shine. This is our time, I think.
Yes, Sarah, thank you so much for that. And well, from your from what you have started, and from the conceptualization of Kalidad Foods, I would say that a man's mind, once stretched by a new idea, never regains its original dimension. It all begins there, an idea. But what's important is that you don't let it end there. Get it off the ground and approach everything strongly, as it is the only way to make that idea take off. Put them into action and find your own motivation to keep the enthusiasm. Otherwise, your great idea will simply sit there on top of your head and go nowhere. So on that note, I would like to thank you, Sarah, for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, Miss Rhoda.
And I hope to see you soon.
Yes.
Maybe on September 10. Let's see. All right.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Please bring everybody, your friends, your kapitbahays and everyone.
Well, with this program, I hope we could bring more people and and make them come to your event. So, well, I wish you a happy Saturday on this day and the rest of the weekend. Enjoy. Thank you,
Ms. Rhoda, and same to you.
Sige, bye.
Bye.
Galing ng Pilipino, galing ng ating lahi na sa palad mo, ipagpatuloy mo. Galing ng Pilipino, galing mong natatag, ipagyamanin mo. Oh, 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 galing ipagpatuloy mo. Kaya hanggang ngayon, anumang larangan, lagi mong pinagtatagumpayan. Galing na yung taglay, sipag at karunungan, ating taas noong pag-iingatan. Ano man ang pagdaanan, kahit na anong hidwaan, tatapusin ng panalo ang lahat ng laban niya ng Pilipino. Sa dugo ko ang gamit kong talento, hindi ko sasayangin sa kung